Father and brother secretly changed my mother's will to take the Brooklyn apartment she promised me and give it to him for his wedding. Then they told me to leave and never come back. So I showed up at the engagement party with an US beat and a paper that silenced the whole room. I'm Emma, 28, a UX designer hustling in Brooklyn. My life's not glamorous. Think late nights tweaking app interfaces and a shoebox apartment I can barely afford. But I had one anchor: Mom's cozy brownstone apartment on Flatbush Avenue. It's where I grew up, where I watched her laugh over coffee, where I held her hand through chemo last year. She passed in March, and that place, it's all I have left of her. The faded floral curtains, her chipped mugs, the creaky floorboard by the kitchen. It's home. Or it was, until my family decided I didn't deserve it. My brother, Liam, 32, is the golden child. A barista with a smile that could sell ice to penguins. He's always been Dad's favorite. Dad, Robert, a retired accountant with a kettle on boil, never hit it. Liam could crash Dad's car, flunk college, or borrow cash and get a pat on the back. Me? I paid my way through design school, stayed up nights with Mom when she was sick. But Liam was my rock, though. We'd talk for hours, her telling me to stand up for myself, to not let Dad or Liam steamroll me. I thought she meant it. Last Sunday, Dad called me to the family brownstone for dinner. I should have known something was off. Liam was there, grinning like he'd won the lottery, with his fiancée, a sweet event planner who deserves better than him. The dining room smelled like Mom's old recipes: roast chicken, garlic mashed potatoes, but the air was heavy. Dad cleared his throat, pushed his glasses up, and dropped the bomb. "Your mother's will," he said, holding a crisp document. She left the apartment to Liam for his new life with Sophia. I froze, fork halfway to my mouth. What? My voice cracked. The apartment, Mom's apartment, the one I'd poured my heart into, cleaning her vomit, changing her sheets, reading her favorite books aloud when she couldn't anymore. I looked at Liam, expecting him to laugh, say it was a mistake, but he just shrugged, sipping his beer. "It makes sense, Em," he said. I couldn't breathe. "Mom would have told me," I said, my eyes stinging. "She wouldn't do this." Dad's face hardened. "Don't make this harder than it needs to be, Emma. Liam's getting married. He needs stability. You're young, single, doing fine. Let it go." Let it go. I felt like I'd been slapped. That apartment wasn't just brick and mortar. It was Mom's laugh, her stories, her promise that I'd always have a home. I tried to argue, my voice shaking. "I took care of her, Dad. Me, not Liam. He barely visited. How is this fair?" But Dad cut me off, his voice booming. "Enough. You're being selfish. This family needs to move forward, not cling to the past." Liam leaned back, smirking, like he'd already moved in. Sophia looked uncomfortable, picking at her nails, but she didn't say a word. I wanted to scream. Mom wouldn't have done this. She'd whispered to me weeks before she died that the apartment was my safety net. I stood up, my chair scraping the floor. "This isn't right," I said, tears burning my eyes. "I'm not signing anything." Dad's face turned red. "You think you can disrespect your mother's wishes? Get out. You're not welcome here until you grow up." Get out, just like that. I grabbed my bag, my hands shaking so bad I could barely zip it. Liam didn't even look at me. Sophia mumbled, "Emma, wait," but I was already at the door. The Brooklyn night was cold, the streetlights blurring through my tears. I walked to my friend Mia's place 5 blocks away, because I had nowhere else to go. Mia, a graphic designer with a heart bigger than her tiny studio, let me crash on her couch. "You can't do this," she said, handing me a glass of cheap wine. But they did. That night I lay awake, staring at Mia's peeling ceiling. My phone buzzed, Dad texting me to be reasonable. I didn't reply. All I could think about was Mom's face, her voice, the apartment that held every memory of her. How could Dad just hand it to Liam? He didn't even care about Mom at the end. He was too busy living his life. And now I'm the one cast out, like I'm nothing? I kept replaying Dad's words, Liam's smirk, the way Sophia wouldn't meet my eyes. Something's wrong, I know it. Mom wouldn't betray me like this. I dug through my bag, pulling out a small box of Mom's things I'd kept. Her favorite scarf, a locket, some old letters. My fingers brushed something hard, tucked in the corner. A USB drive, labeled in Mom's shaky handwriting, for Emma. My heart stopped. What was this? A message? A clue? I didn't have my laptop, but I clutched it like it was gold. Whatever's on it, I thought, it's mine. And I'm not letting Liam or Dad take one more thing from me. You're not crazy, right? This isn't how families work. You don't just erase someone's life, their pain, their love, for a wedding and a fresh start. I don't know what's on that USB, but I'm going to find out. And if Liam or Dad thinks I'm backing down, they're dead wrong. I'm sprawled on Mia's lumpy couch, the USB drive burning a hole in my hand. It's been 3 days since Dad kicked me out, and I can't shake the feeling that this little piece of plastic holds something big. Mia's at work, her tiny studio quiet except for the hum of Brooklyn traffic outside. I borrow her laptop, my heart racing as I plug in the drive. What did Mom leave me? A letter? A video? Something to make sense of this mess? The screen flickers, and a single video file pops up, titled Emma. My stomach twists. I click play, and there's Liam, my charming, perfect brother, in a dimly lit bar. He's laughing, his arm around a woman who's not Sophia. It's Ava, the maid of honor, all flirty smiles and tight jeans. They're drunk, leaning into each other, and then, oh God, they're kissing. Not a peck, but a full-on hands-in-hair makeup session. I pause the video, my breath stuck in my throat. What the hell? Liam's cheating on Sophia? With her best friend? I replay it, frame by frame, like I'm trying to convince myself it's real. It is. My brother's a liar. I sit there, frozen, the laptop screen glowing in the dark. Why would Mom have this? Did she know? My mind races back to her final months, her tired eyes, the way she'd sigh when Liam's name came up. She'd always say, "He's got a good heart, Emma, but he's lost my ass." He's a snake. I close the laptop, my hands shaking, but I can't stop now. There's more in the box where I found the USB names on it, in her shaky cursive. I tear it open, and a folded piece of paper falls out. It's her will, not the one Dad waved around at dinner. This one's different. To read it, my eyes burning. To my daughter Emma, I leave my Brooklyn apartment on Flatbush Avenue to be her home and sanctuary. My heart stops. Me, not Liam. Mom wanted me to have it. The date's clear, signed 6 months before she died, notarized and everything. I flip through the rest, my pulse hammering. There's a note, too, in Mom's handwriting. Emma, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Protect what's yours. I choked back a sob. Them. She meant Dad and Liam. They lied. They stole it from me. I'm shaking now, anger bubbling up like a storm. How could they do this? Dad, with his sanctimonious lectures about family, and Liam playing the good son while screwing over his fiancée and me? I pace Mia's tiny living room, the floor creaking under my socks. I want to scream, to call them out, but my head's spinning. Why would Dad fake the will? Was it for Liam's wedding? To keep him from screwing up again? And Ava? Does Sophia know her best friend's a backstabber? I grab my phone, tempted to text Sophia the video right then, but I stop. Not yet. I need to be smart. I open the laptop again, watching the video one more time. Ava's giggling, Liam's whispering in her ear, and I feel sick. This isn't just about the apartment anymore. It's about Mom's trust, her love, her last wish for me. And they spat on it. I think about all the times Liam got away with everything. Crashing Dad's car, blowing rent money on parties, showing up late to Mom's hospital bed with some lame excuse. I was there, every day, holding her hand. And he gets the reward? No, hell no. Mia comes home, takes one look at my face, and knows something's up. Spill, she says, tossing her bag on the counter. I show her the video, the will, the note. Her eyes widen. Holy crap, Emma, this is insane. What are you going to do? I don't know yet. Part of me wants to storm Dad's house, shove the will in his face, and scream until he admits the truth. But that's not enough. They need to feel this the way I did when Dad told. I'm not sure, I say, my voice low, but I'm not letting this go. That night I can't sleep. I keep seeing Mom's face, her weak smile when she'd talk about the apartment. It's yours, Emma, she'd said, always. I clutch her scarf, the one she wore every day, and it smells faintly of her lavender perfume. Did she know Dad would pull this? Is that why she hid the will? The USB, I'm not just hurt anymore, I'm pissed. Liam's out there planning his dream wedding while I'm couch surfing, betrayed by my own family. And Dad? He's not just favoring Liam. He's erasing me. Like I don't matter. I stare at the ceiling, the USB drive still in my hand. This isn't over. I don't know how yet, but I'm going to make this right. For Mom. For me. They think I'll roll over, like always. They're wrong. You ever find out your family's been lying to you your whole life? Like not just little lies, but the kind that steal your home, your heart? I'm done being the good daughter. Maybe I'll show up. Maybe I'll bring a little surprise. I'm standing outside a trendy Brooklyn loft, my heart pounding like a drum. The engagement party's in full swing. Laughter, clinking glasses, and some cheesy pop songs spill out onto the street. I grip the USB drive in my pocket, Mom's will folded inside my purse. Tonight's the night. I've been stewing for days, replaying that video of my brother and the maid of honor, the betrayal burning hotter each time. I could have sent the video quietly, let it fester in private, but no, they need to see this. Everyone does. I take a deep breath, smooth my dress, and push through the door. Inside, it's all fairy lights and fake smiles. My brother's holding court, charming the crowd, his fiancée glowing beside him. She's clueless, sipping champagne, while the maid of honor hovers nearby, all giggles and sly glances. My stomach churns. How does she sleep at night? I spot Dad across the room, laughing with some cousins, acting like he didn't kick me out of my own life. My hands shake, but I'm not backing down. Not anymore. I slip toward the DJ booth where a laptop's hooked up to a projector, flashing cutesy photos of the happy couple. Perfect. I catch the DJ's eye, a bored guy chewing gum. Can I plug something in? I ask, holding up the USB. He shrugs. Sure, whatever. My fingers fumble, but I get it connected. The screen flickers, and I hit play before I can overthink it. The crowd's still chatting, oblivious, as the video starts. My brother's face appears. Grainy but unmistakable, lip-locked with the maid of honor in that dive bar. Gasps ripple through the room. Someone mutters, "What the hell?" The music cuts out. All eyes are on the screen. My brother freezes, his beer halfway to his mouth. His fiancée's face crumples, her glass slipping to the floor with a crash. "Liam," she chokes out. He stumbles forward, waving his hands. "Sob, it's not what it looks like." "Oh, please." The maid of honor's face goes white, and she bolts for the bathroom. Coward. I step into the center of the room, my voice steady despite the adrenaline. "That's not all," I say, pulling Mom's will from my purse. I hold it up, the paper trembling slightly. This is Mom's real will. She left the apartment to me. Not you, Liam. Me. The room explodes. Cousins are whispering, aunts are clutching their pearls, and Dad's charging toward me like a bull. "Emma, stop this nonsense," he bellows. "You're ruining everything." "Ruining everything?" I laugh, bitter and loud. "Me? You faked Mom's will, Dad. You and Liam stole my home." He grabs my arm, his face red. "You're lying. You forged that paper." I yank free, my voice rising. "Check the date. Check the notary. It's real. You think Mom would have trusted you after all your favoritism?" My brother's still stammering, trying to spin some pathetic excuse. "It was one mistake, Soph. I was drunk." His fiancée slaps him hard, the sound echoing. "You're disgusting," she spits, tearing off her ring and throwing it at his feet. She storms out, her friends trailing after her. The maid of honor's nowhere to be seen. Good, let her hide. The crowd's buzzing now, some siding with me, others glaring like I'm the villain. A cousin, Jake, steps up. "Is this true, Emma? About the will?" I nod, handing him the paper. "Read it yourself." Dad's not done. He towers over me, his voice low and venomous. You're no daughter of mine pulling this stunt. That cuts deep, but I don't flinch. You stopped being my dad when you threw me out, I say. My voice cracks, but I keep going. Mom wanted me to have that apartment. She trusted me, not you, not him. I point at my brother, who's slumped against a wall, looking smaller than I've ever seen him. I turn to leave, the room still spinning with whispers and shouts. Jake calls after me, Emma, wait! But I don't stop. I'm done explaining. The air outside hits me like a slap, cold and sharp. I walk, my heels clicking on the pavement, my breath shaky. I did it. I showed them all. But my chest feels tight, like I've won a daughter of mine. Did I just burn every bridge? Was it worth it? Back at Mia's, I collapse on the couch, my purse spilling onto the floor. Mia's waiting, eyes wide. How'd it go? She asks. I laugh, a little unhinged. Like a bomb went off. I tell her everything, the video, the will, the slap, Dad's fury. She hugs me, fierce. You're a badass, Em. They deserved it, maybe, but I can't shake the ache. I wanted them to see hollow. My phone buzzes, texts from cousins, some supportive, some calling me a drama queen. Nothing from Dad or Liam. Figures. I pull Mom's scarf from my bag, wrapping it around my shoulders. Her lavender scent lingers, grounding me. I did this for her, right? To honor her wishes? But now what? The party's in ruins, the truth's out, and I'm still crashing on a couch. I'm not done fighting, though. They think they can silence me, pretend this didn't happen. They're wrong. I've got the will, the video, and a fire in my gut. You ever blow up your family to do what's right? It feels like freedom and heartbreak all at once. The fallout from the engagement party lingers like a bad hangover. My phone's blowing up with texts, cousins gossiping, aunts preaching about family unity, my brother begging for forgiveness. I ignore them all. I'm done with their noise. That night, crashing on Mia's couch, I made a decision. No more playing nice. They stole Mom's wish from me, lied to my face, and kicked me out like trash. They don't get to walk away. I'm taking back what's mine, and I'm doing it my way. First thing Monday, I find a lawyer. Her name's Karen, a no-nonsense woman with sharp eyes and a handshake like steel. I slide Mom's will across her desk, the real one with its notarized stamp and Mom's careful signature. They faked another will, I say, my voice steady. My dad and brother, they gave him the apartment. Karen flips through the pages, her pen tapping. This is airtight, she says. But we need proof of fraud. I tell her about the dinner, Dad's smug announcement, the way he shut me down. She nods, jotting notes. We'll dig. If they tampered, we'll find it. Karen's team moves fast. They pull records, emails, even bank statements. Turns out Dad paid a shady notary to backdate a fake will months after Mom died. My brother, new texts between them prove it. Keep Emma out, one message reads. My blood boils. They didn't just betray me, they planned it. I sit in Karen's office, staring at the evidence, my hands clenched. What now? I ask. She leans forward. We file to contest the will. And we hit hard. But I'm not stopping there. The video of my brother and the maid of honor is still burning a hole in my pocket. I could have shown it to his fiancée privately, let her deal with it, but that's too easy. They all need to know. Her, Dad, the whole family. I sit at Mia's kitchen table, her laptop open, and draft an email. No words, no explanation, just the video file and a scanned copy of Mom's real will. I send it to his fiancé, Dad, a few key cousins, even the maid of honor's sister, who's been texting me apologies. I hit send, my heart racing. Let them choke on the truth. The next day, my phone's quiet, too quiet. Then Mia bursts in from work, eyes wide. Girl, you broke the internet. She shows me her phone, screenshots of group chats, family members losing it. His fiancée called off the wedding, posting a vague Instagram story about trust and moving on. The maid of honor's been ghosted by their friend group. My brother's crashing at a buddy's place, his life unraveling. I should feel triumphant, but there's a knot in my chest. Did I go too far? No. They did this, not me. Dad calls, his voice a low growl. You're destroying this family, you know that? I laugh. Cold. You did that when you lied about Mom's will, he sputters, calling me ungrateful, selfish, the same old script. You always loved him more, I say, my voice breaking, but Mom didn't. And I'm done letting you erase me. I hang up, my hands shaking. Mia pours me wine, her voice soft. I'm winning, but it feels like I'm fighting ghosts. Karen calls a week later. We've got them, she says. The fake will's unraveling. Dad's notary flipped, admitting he took a bribe. We file the lawsuit demanding the apartment and damages. My brother's named in it too for conspiring. I picture his face, that smug grin wiped clean. The court date's set for next month, and Karen's confident. They don't have a leg to stand on, she says. I thank her. My voice calm, but inside, this is it. Mom's wish, my home, it's within reach. I walked to the brownstone one evening just to see it. The windows glow, but it's empty now. Dad's staying at a hotel, too proud to face me. I touched the front door, remembering Mom's laugh, her voice telling me to fight. I'm not the same girl who begged at that dinner table. I'm not pleading anymore. They thought they could bury me, but I'm the one holding the shovel now. Still, late at night, doubt creeps in. I stare at Mia's ceiling, Mom's scarf draped over my chest. Was this the only way? Could I have talked to Dad, made him see reason? No, he made his choice. So did my brother. And the maid of honor, she knew what she was doing. I close my eyes. The email I sent replaying in my head. No words, just truth. That's enough. You ever get to the point where you're done being the good bear, you just want justice, no matter how messy? That's me right now. The court date's coming, and I'm ready. They'll regret crossing me. And Mom? She's watching. I know she is. The courtroom smells like stale coffee and old wood. I sit there, hands folded, as the judge reads the ruling. My lawyer, Karen, is calm beside me, her pen still. My heart's pounding, but I keep my face steady. The words come. The fake will's thrown out. Mom's real will stands. The apartment's mine. I won. My brother slumps in his chair across the room. I exhale, relief flooding me. But it's bittersweet. I got what I fought for. But at what cost? I move back into the brownstone a week later. The key turns in the lock and I step inside. Mom's lavender scent still faint in the air. Her chipped mugs sit in the cupboard. Her books line the shelves. It's home, but it feels hollow. I repaint the walls, a soft blue, Mom's favorite, and hang new curtains, trying to make it mine. Every creak of the floorboards reminds me of her, of the nights we'd talk until dawn. I find her old journal tucked behind a shelf, filled with her thoughts, her love for me. You're stronger than you know, Emma, she wrote. I cry then, clutching the pages, wishing she was here to see me fight. My phone's quiet now, no more family group chats, no calls from Dad. My brother sent a text last week, a half-assed "I'm sorry" with too many emojis. I didn't reply. His life's a mess, no fiancé, no apartment, crashing with a friend who's already sick of him. The maid of honor's gone silent, her social media dark. I hear she moved to Jersey. Good riddance. My cousins are split, some text support, others call me cold for tearing the family apart. I don't care anymore. They didn't stand up for me when it mattered. Mia helps me unpack, cracking jokes to lighten the mood. You're like a Reddit hero, she says, taping a box shut. Slaying dragons and all. I laugh, but it's strained. Was I a hero or just angry? I think about that email I sent, the video and Will dropping like a bomb. It felt good then, watching their lies crumble. Now, it's just heavy. I got justice, but I lost my family? Was it worth it? I start dating again, dipping my toe into apps with guys who seem nice enough. One, a quiet photographer, makes me smile over coffee, but I'm cautious. Trust is hard now. Work's picking up. I'm designing a new app, pouring my energy into clean lines and user flows. It's a distraction, a way to rebuild, but late at night, alone in the apartment, I sit with Mom's journal, reading her words. I hid the will for you, one entry says. I knew they'd try to take it. She saw this coming. She trusted me to fight. That's what keeps me going. I walked to the corner store one evening, the Brooklyn streets buzzing with life. Kids laugh on stoops, music spills from open windows. I feel lighter, like I'm starting to belong to myself again. Back home, I sip tea from Mom's mug, staring at the city skyline. I think about posting this whole mess online, like one of those Reddit sagas. AITA for exposing my brother's affair and taking back my inheritance. I can imagine the comments, some cheering, some judging. But I don't need their validation. I did what I had to. Dad sends a letter a month later, stiff and formal. He says he's disappointed but hopes we can move past this. I read it twice, then toss it in a drawer. Move past it? He forged Mom's will, threw me out, chose my brother over me. There's no moving past that. Not yet. Maybe not ever. I don't hate him, but I don't trust him either. I'm learning to put myself first, like Mom wanted. The apartment's mine now, truly mine. I hang a photo of Mom by the door, her smile bright and warm. I talk to her sometimes out loud like she's still here. I did it, Mom, I whisper. I fought for you. It's not perfect. The family's fractured, and some nights the silence stings. But I'm not the girl who begged at that dinner table, who let Dad's words cut her down. I'm stronger, sharper, free. You ever lose everything to find yourself? That's what this feels like. I'm building a life here in Mom's apartment, on my terms. My brother's out there, picking up his pieces. Dad's licking his wounds. Me, I'm painting walls, chasing dreams, and holding on to Mom's love. It's enough. If this hit close to home, hit subscribe, drop a comment, and let's talk. I'm here. And I listen.